and honored to now welcome to the show an acting great, one of our own, a San Francisco legend, a big Giants fan, and someone who has worked on a number of pieces surrounding the great Willie Mays, and that is Danny Glover. Danny, thank you much for coming on. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Well, yeah, this is the Sayhead Kid. Yeah, I mean, something special. I think it's one of the great privileges of being born and raised and living here in San Francisco still, to be to go out to the park sometimes and I see Willie Mays. I came to baseball through the San Francisco Seals. So I was here when Willie came here, old enough, in my 11, 12 years old when Willie came here with the Giants. So and such, it was an amazing moment. The Dodgers and the Giants here, Hank Aaron and the Giants when he was with the Braves, Atlanta Braves, and Milwaukee Braves. It was really Warren Spahn is still one of my all-time favorite lefty, all-time favorite. He was old as dirt when he got here, you know. But he was out there throwing that ball. I think he pitched it when he was about 97. Not 97. I'm sorry, around 47 or something like that. Yeah, he was a real Cajun. Lou Burnett and all those guys who come here, and it was great. It was a great moment, I think. I think it was a great moment. It's post after Jackie Robinson and all that, how that changed the whole demographics of football. I mean, of demographics of baseball. You know, and it was a great, all those legends, you know, all those, even the year that Warren Spahn came here to speak to player year as well.
Yeah, 1965. He was 44 years old, Danny. You're right. Danny Glover here on 95.7 The Game. So take me back to that time when you're 12 years old, and the word is that the Giants are going to become the San Francisco Giants, and Willie Mays is going to be the face of this franchise. What did that mean to you as a young 12-year-old African-American living here in San Francisco?
It was so we walked. I lived in walking distance to the old Seal Stadium, and it was amazing, you know. And my dad, because he worked the graveyard at the post office, so we would go to see the day games, you know, and because he loved baseball, you know, and particularly the Dodgers and the Giants. It was always something, an opportunity to see them, you know. It was really magical. And I mean, if there was one play, if the one sport, if I could be an athlete, because I wasn't very much, I'm not that athletic, it would have been baseball. You know, in fact, I used to play first base when we did sandlot baseball and everything else, because I wasn't fast, you know. And so I was there. They would always call me Willie McCovey. You always played Willie McCovey. I think Willie McCovey had a rough time getting down to first base, man. He wasn't going to beat out an infield single most of the time, you know. but it was great. It was great. But he hit that boy. He was something else, man. They were all, you know, Philippe, the Lou brothers, you know, Philippe and you know, just. You know, and then, like I said, one of my favorite team was the Braves. You know, with Eddie Matthews and Hank Aaron and Lou Burnett and Warren Spahn, El Spahn. Yeah. It was really great as a kid. You know, to go to the game and certainly the Seal Stadium was real nice, real cozy, and everything. Yeah, real. We take our own little lunch, with our own sandwiches and stuff like that, and some potato chips. And my dad would buy some popcorn and stuff like that, and peanuts and stuff. So, but it was a really, in fact, one of the great moments I had with my dad was when the new stadium was built, and I had seats. And certainly I watched a great deal whenever I could, and when I was around home, Barry Bonds, and it was good to great seeing him, that moment, that other moment here with Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker's back too, so I'll go out there. Dusty Baker, he won his world. He got his World Series.
Yes, he did.
He wanted to come home, man. Dusty's from Sacramento.
Yeah,
yeah. So it was great moment.
Love it. Danny Glover, San Francisco legend, of course, is joining us here on Willard and Dibs on 95.7 The Game. Danny, did you ever have a chance to meet Willie directly, and what was that like?
Oh well, I mean, did I meet him? I've met him several times. There were, and whenever I go out to the ball game, and I remember when my dad was, Dad had to go to the restroom. This was when I was at spring training. And because I was involved with Planet Hollywood, and we opened up Planet Hollywood in Phoenix. So when I came to Phoenix, the Giants were there. So I had carte blanche. I can hang around with everybody, and of course Willie Mays, was always he always thought that. I remember I was trying to find a restroom for my father, and Willie, I came down to the told me to go to the dugout, not to the. And there's Willie Mays simulating hitting the ball, with a bag. I mean, something that he's been doing probably since he was 12, 15 years old. That's something like he and it wasn't. He didn't have a bat in his hand. He was just going through the movement. Imagine having your life, the majority of your life, teaching some other yourself playing as an athlete, and teaching another ball player how he. This shit straight, not just swing and all that. And there he was, and he turned around and he saw my dad and me, and he was surprised to see us down in the dugout and everything else. But that was something that I think it was that right after Jackie Robinson had integrated in 49, 47. After that, and Willie Mays came in 51, Hank Aaron came in 54. Yeah, that's stuff I remember. And we would fight over the cards. The other thing about it was the collection as young kids, we'd always try to figure out. We'd buy the cards, the bubble gum, and the cards that are out there. And the ones which cherished, the ones of Willie Mays and the ones with Hank Aaron and all those great stars that were a part of that post-World War II look of baseball. In the middle of also what we saw in terms of the movement, the civil rights movement as well. So all this energy, it wasn't, football hadn't been integrated yet, but it was all this energy that was happening around baseball. And it was basically the America's game.
And how much is that maybe a bigger legacy for Willie Mays as we celebrate this Juneteenth today? His impact off the field and following on the heels of Jackie Robinson and Larry Doby and others, how much does that impact become more lasting than even his on-field exploits?
I think that's the part of his legacy. This moment, right in the middle of this, he's had these phenomenal players. There was there was so many. You talking about Jackie Robinson? They were the model. They were also the how do you say? The heroes for Dusty. Dusty was a young boy at the same time. Imagine the influence. It wasn't basketball that people weren't playing as much. It was baseball. Something about baseball and it was just incredible. It's just to watch these incredible as Michael Jordan, how hard it is to hit a curveball. What I'm saying? You could be the greatest basketball player ever, which he is. I would make that argument, but he couldn't hit that curveball, man. So imagine that, and it's just I think it always in a baseball game, being able to see everything in front of you, right there. You see 9 out in the outfield and in the field. You see 9 on the mound. I mean, in the dugout. You see them on the field and see how multi-talented they are. Baseball players be able to hit a curveball coming at you. and it's so beautiful. It's beautiful watching it even today, as I get older. But you see the magic of it, and the magic of the audience, the magic of the attendees and all of that, and the magic that happens when that double play or that great catch or that or that from going first to third, all those things are beautiful about baseball.
Danny Glover with us. Hey, Danny, before you run, how will you remember Willie Mays?
I'll remember him as we remembered him the first time he put on gloves, and put on had a bat in his hand, and something spectacular. The first time that his hat falling off his head as he runs to make that impossible catch, always, and his smile. There was always a kind of love that he had and joy that he had to the game, and it is the way he moved in the field, the way he moved on the base, and the way he stood there, and brought integrity, beauty, and all that to the game.
Danny, it's awesome to hear your voice. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing some of that.
Oh, yeah, but just say, hey, kid, you'll always be,
Yeah. Yes, he will.
Yeah,
yes,
thanks,
he will.
Danny.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.